Hey everybody, what is up? This is Drew Taylor, aka the Supreme Heretic, aka the Fandom Journalist. And today we are discussing the delay of Halo Infinite. So, a couple days ago, what happened is there was an announcement from 343 Studios in the form of an official tweet by Chris Lee, who is the studio head of 343. And in this announcement, basically what he said is that due to the impacts of COVID and the things that we're all going through at the moment, the game is going to be unfortunately delayed until 2021. Now, he did indicate in the announcement to some degree that the time that is between now and 2021 is going to be used to make sure that the game is the best that they can make it. Now, here is why I think that they made that announcement. Back on July 23rd, what happened was they released a gameplay video footage. A matter of fact, like the first 8 minutes or so of Halo Infinite's campaign. And what happened with that is that it wasn't very well received by folks. If you look at the comments on that video, many people had issues with the game's graphics, with the fact that to some it looked very similar to Doom, and also there were some people that said, well, this just doesn't feel Halo, or, it fell short for them. And there were a few people that said it was okay, but by and large, well, it kind of missed the mark. People weren't really happy. So, after that reception, I really believe that people at 343 had a meeting, and I think that they came to the conclusion that, hey, we need to work on things for a while and get this thing up to snuff. Now, mind you, the game has a new engine. It's called the Slipspace engine. Okay? And what should happen is, theoretically, the game should be stunning visually, instantly immersive. The gameplay should be more, if they were going for old school Halo, it should be more in a style of a Halo 3, something like that. And hey, look, the gameplay wasn't exactly all that bad to me, but if you make it a little bit less doomy, as some of the criticisms were, then hey, that's good. So let's get into a little bit of the ramifications from that now. All right, so what exactly happens with this announcement? Well, of course, number one, everybody's disappointed, sure. Halo fans like myself, like a lot of the community, are very disappointed. We wanted the game on time. We wanted it, at this holiday, along with the launch of the Xbox Series X. And right now, all those plans go poof. This really sucks for Microsoft because Microsoft was banking on Halo Infinite to be the preeminent title to launch with the Xbox Series X. And now you put more pressure on the Xbox Series X to stand on its own merit. Usually, if you have a very good launch title to go with the console, that can deflect some criticism from the console. It protects it a little bit. Now, well, there's not that coverage whatsoever. The Xbox Series X is going to stand on its own merits or it's going to plummet. So that is a concern for Microsoft, obviously, because they don't have that insulation, if you will, moving into the launch of the console. Now, long term, I don't think that this is bad. So the ramifications long term are actually good. because the likelihood of getting a better product goes up with extra development time. So that is two ways that you can look at it. Now, if you go into, obviously, you know, the cons of the situation, well, the cons are that 343 Studios in the past has tried to, hype their Halo offerings. They tried to hype Halo 4. They tried to hype Halo 5. And the products that 343 delivered to the Halo community, well, they just didn't live up to the same level of quality or what we knew compared to what Bungie used to put out and the quality that we expected then, and that kind of came to be a staple of Halo games. So listen, 343 is burning through goodwill at an alarming rate, and this delay does not help in that matter at all, because in the short term a lot of people are going to get impatient and they're either going to say, well, screw that, I'm not waiting for it, or whatever. I mean, there will be a few people that do that. In the long term, though, Halo fans are going to be probably cautiously optimistic, and that's where I get into the pros. Now, the pros are with extra development time. Think about this. What's going to happen here is this is a truly ambitious project. You want to make sure that everything in that Slipspace engine for the game, all the game mechanics, all the built-in goodies are actually functioning at peak efficiency. You want that. You want the graphics to be top-notch. Like I said before, you want the experience, the Halo experience, to be immersive. So with time, hopefully we get that. Now, moving on to some of the other things, there's another whole side to this, and that is the fact that in the future, you're not going to see like a Halo 7, a Halo 8, at least not for a very long time. Now, if they miss the mark with Halo Infinite, the chances go up that you're going to see a Halo 7, but that's not necessarily for sure. They are banking on Halo Infinite as being a repository, if you will, of future Halo content. So once you play the game from start to finish, and you go through and you do the achievements, and you go through and check out the open world and all that, when you get done with everything, they're going to be putting out new content, new stories. This just isn't DLC. It's not just the old way of like, hey, we're going to throw you a map pack and that's your DLC. No. This is going to be completely different. What's going to happen is there are going to be complete new stories, new chapters. Think of it kind of like if you've ever played Dead by Daylight, they release new chapters. And this is what it's probably going to be moving forward with Halo content. So, this is very ambitious, and I think taking the extra time is going to help. So, that remains to be seen, but I really urge the community, we need to kind of take a step back, take a deep breath, and let the professionals do the work. We can rightly judge it when it comes out in 2021, and that's exactly what we will do. So, going forward, what I think in the meantime, we're going to be okay. We've got Cyberpunk 2077 on the horizon. We've got many other projects on the horizon. There's going to be a lot of people doing a whole lot of gaming. So not having Halo this holiday season isn't going to be a big deal. So take that for what it's worth. And again, be cautiously optimistic. All right, well, that's been this video. I hope that I could kind of bring you a little bit of information about the delay of Halo Infinite, and we'll see what comes down the road of it. In the meantime, make sure that you check out boundingintocomics.com. You get new content every day. We have new articles up on the website every day. You can also catch our Bounding YouTube channel. That is where this video is located. Make sure you click the likes and make sure you subscribe for any updates, and also when we go live on Wednesday nights. We also have a Twitch channel. Make sure you catch us at twitch.tv/boundingintocomics. Every Sunday we do live gameplay on our Twitch channel, so you can enjoy that. And also, you can subscribe to me, youtube.com/Supreme Heretic. I do all kinds of sci-fi content and some gaming content, and you'll like my channel. I can promise you that if you are a sci-fi fan. So, take care of yourselves and each other, and see you in the next video.